guys, this is Doug with 4-Wheel Drive Trek. We're out here at Reiter Foothills Off-Road Park. Got my Jeep, got my buddy Tyrell on his Toyota Tacoma, and we're going to check stuff out today, kind of test out some camera equipment, and see what trouble we can get into.
Reiter Foothills Off-Road Vehicle Park is located about an hour northeast of Seattle, Washington. The park is just to the east of a town called Gold Bar, tucked into the dense forest. The area used to be known as Reiter Pit before it was shut down. Now, it is a designated off-road park thanks to the untold amount of volunteer hours. Once we arrived in the parking lot, we aired down tires. I usually air down to about 18 psi with my 35-inch tires. From the main parking lot, you have the option to continue further down into the park or to turn off to some trails. Because we wanted to focus on some new camera equipment, we decided to keep it somewhat mellow. Most trails usually have a gatekeeper at the entry, such as this. This is to make sure that if you cannot make it past it, you do not belong on the trail. Tyrell is driving a stock 95 Toyota Tacoma. He does not have an added lift or even larger tires. Let's see how he does. Reiter volunteers usually do a very well job at maintaining the trails of debris. We did just have a rain and windstorm blow through, which caused us to do a little bit of trail clearing of our own. This here was just a start of something we were going to do. Off of this main trail, there is a junction. You do have the option to take more rock crawling trails like Driveway, or the aptly named Broke-It and Axle Alley. We will be back again soon to see if the trails hold up to their names. I don't believe this has a name, so I usually call it the Scramble. It can cause some issues with even experienced drivers in stock vehicles due to loose dirt and rock. 35-inch mud tires definitely help out a lot. We decided to leave the Toyota behind and take the more fun way off this trail. I decided to take on one more trail while I still had some light. This one is named Lover's Lane. This was the very first trail I took my old Toyota pickup on the very first time that I went wheeling. I would have to say this is one of my favorite trails here in Washington. If your vehicle does not come factory with high ground clearance, I would recommend having a small lift and some larger tires for this. There are a few spots on the trail that some added ground clearance may come in handy. If you come across a downed tree, it is always best to get out and clear it by hand. You do not know what kind of damage that could come from a branch or a log getting caught underneath while driving over it. It does also make it easier for the volunteers if you do your part and help maintain the trails while you're using them. Of course, any chance I come across a fun obstacle, I have to at least attempt it. Unfortunately, I was not able to climb all the way up to the top, but I did have to stop and get a photo while I was up there. This is the main spot where the higher ground clearance or some underbody protection would help. As a reference, I am on 35-inch tires and a 3.5-inch lift, and even I come close to rubbing my skid plates. Keep in mind, a longer wheelbase vehicle like my 4-door Jeep versus a shorter wheelbase vehicle like a 2-door Jeep will cause the breakover angle to be lessened and touch easier.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the day. Successful day today. Didn't break anything. That's a huge plus there. Jeep did pretty well. The Toyota did really well too. So, yeah, it was a good day overall. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, share, and comment below what you like about it or what you want to see.